Good morning, everybody. What's good about it? Oops. Sorry about that. I forgot it's Monday. Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. It's great to be here as always. You're watching the VSO Gun Channel. My name is Kurt Hallstrom. I am your host as always. And today I wanted to talk to you guys about something that I find, I don't know if it's surprising that this is occurring, but I wanted to bring to your guys' attention that there is a new line of attack against you and your way of life. At one point or another, we've all seen the headlines of one of those instances where somebody gets arrested and they're like, that dude had 3 guns and 150 rounds of ammunition in his house. The arsenal that we uncovered was huge. Nobody needs it. We've all seen that before, and, you know, the related memes. Well, somebody did something very, very stupid that we're going to cover here today. And in the process, they were a firearms collector. And the spin of the story should give every single one of you pause for a moment. That and more after we hear a quick word from today's sponsor. A lot of houses just have like a rudimentary first aid kit that's not good for like serious injuries. And even if you don't know how to use things like chest seals and tourniquets and stuff like that, having those supplies on site when somebody who does know how to use those things, like particularly when we're talking about incidents like this where people are being rescued from disaster areas, having those supplies there and not having to have them take up the supplies of the emergency personnel that are going to have limited resources when they get there is a very, very important concept and one of those responsibilities that, in my opinion, we should all take. So Medical Gear Outfitters is my go-to place for that sort of stuff. I know the people who own the company and do the stuff on the ground, putting the stuff in the boxes. And they even have one now that is in a Pelican case, which straight up existed before the hurricane hit. Just going to make that very clear. They're ready to go out the door for anybody who wants to have that little extra level of preparedness, specifically when it comes to medical equipment. So special thanks to Medical Gear Outfitters for making today's video possible, and they offer you guys a discount code. You can find that information listed in all of our relevant places. Thanks for sticking through the sponsor slot. Use of those affiliate codes generate commissions back to the channel, and they indirectly support our efforts here. So if you're not a direct supporter and you can't directly support every month, but you still want to support, then you can by buying stuff that you're going to anyway. Anyway, let me take you to today's story. Today we're headed to Arizona. A guy by the name of Jeffrey Michael Kelly, a 60-year-old man, did some rather dumb stuff, although... Hang on a second. My dad's in his 60s. I need to call him really quick. Now, this story has made the post in multiple leftist rags, and I do have to say that we have to draw into question the validity of some of these details because, well, they can't even get the terminology right. But we'll use their words, not mine. Police said Kelly, 60, allegedly fired BB pellets. That is the wrong term, but whatever. They are either pellets or BBs, not BB pellets. I suppose you could say he fired BBs and pellets because many BB guns many pellet guns can fire both BBs and pellets. You guys know what I'm saying. All right. I'll never get through this if I get tripped up on the details. And then gunshots at the glass front door and window of the Arizona Democrats field office in Tempe. Police found 3 .22 caliber bullet casings while searching Kelly's trash, according to court documents. Whether it was just a BB gun or whether he actually fired .22 caliber bullets, they're conflating the two. I don't know what the actual details are, but I think it goes without saying, guys, don't do that. Please, don't do that. Kelly is also accused of hanging several political signs lined with razor blades on Tuesday in whatever that word is, an affluent suburb of Phoenix, where most voters have chosen Democrats in recent elections. My father is accounted for, and as far as I know, he has a full schedule picking corn for the rest of the week. I think we're okay. You guys now have the facts of the setup. This is what I actually wanted to talk to you about. The prosecutor said that he was found to have had over 120 guns and over 250,000 rounds of ammunition in his home, leading law enforcement to believe he may have been planning a mass casualty event. We talked at the beginning about the 3 guns and 150 rounds arsenal. Okay, I will give them that you might consider 120 guns and 250,000 rounds of ammunition arsenal territory. But just because somebody has 120 guns and that quantity of ammunition does not mean that they're planning a mass casualty event. Do I think that this dude made some poor decisions? Yeah, that was probably a dumb thing to do. However, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. Them's rookie numbers, okay? So 120 guns at 60 years old. So that means 2 guns for every year of life. Obviously, he couldn't purchase guns until he was of age, but that's really not all that many. Considering, I'm just going to go ahead and say it, I'm 37, and I crushed that number. 250 rounds of ammunition. I literally have a skit of 5.56 ammo below my feet. Okay? That's just 5.56 ammo. They continue. Scopes. Check. Definitely got a lot of scopes. Body armor. I think I've got 7 sets of body armor currently. And that's not even counting the ones that we've actually shot on video, right? So, body armor. Oh my God, the humanity. Silencers. Check. I literally have a safe full of silencers. Like, I joke about this. You've all seen Home Alone where he takes the marbles and the Christmas ornaments and puts them on the ground. My plan is silencers. Trip over the silencers. They're round, they roll, unless they're a dumb one like, the silencer coat crap. Let's continue. Check, obviously. And a machine gun. Check, right? So, again, the concept that just because this concentration of stuff exists does not necessarily mean that this person was planning a mass casualty event. Because I can demonstrate right now that I meet all of these criteria, and I ain't got time for that. Simple physics. Just because you have 120 guns doesn't mean that you're planning on doing something bad, because you can only carry a couple. In fact, I would point out that, and I've seen this go around in meme format multiple times, that it's never the people that have a ton of stuff that do this kind of thing. There's like one instance that has been recorded that is also very suspect, by the way, that we don't have a whole lot of details on, even though it happened in Las Vegas and there's a whole lot of cameras in all those buildings, right? That we don't have details on how that stuff got up there. It seems very questionable to me at this point, and I think that many of you will still agree. But by and large, if you look at these mass casualty events, they're almost never perpetrated by somebody who has this kind of setup. They're almost always perpetrated by somebody who doesn't have any guns and has stolen one, or has just a few. So it sounds to me like you ought to be more concerned about the crazy people that don't actually think that they need any guns, because they're more likely to be the ones who are actually perpetrating these kinds of crimes. And I guess in closing today, circling back all the way to the beginning, one of the very first things that we said, the BB pellets. The sentiment is being driven by people that ain't got a clue in a crowd. And they're willing to whip people up, take any angle they want that meets their agenda. And I wanted to bring this to your guys' attention, even though I know that all y'all lost all your stuff in a tragic boating accident last week. All that said, I want to know what you guys think about this in the comments section down below. And that's all I got for you guys today. Hopefully we'll see another video here at the VSO Gun Channel. The divorce from reality astounds me every single day.